Welcome, true believers, to Bad Wolf Comics. I'm your host, the Bad Wolf, and today we're going to do a comparison of the TMNT Last Ronin versus the TMNT Last Ronin Director's Cut, as well as a custom dust jacket for the Director's Cut. Stick around, should be fun. Welcome back, true believers, to another Bad Wolf Comics custom dust jacket video. Today, we're going to go ahead and do a comparison of the original versus the director's cut. We're going to show you a custom dust jacket for the director's cut, and today, folks, is Bad Wolf Comics' very first giveaway. I had an extra print that I had a reprint that I had to do for this particular book, so I got together with Roy and we're going to go ahead and do a giveaway. Now, while printing all of these, I had two videos that didn't print proper. The autofocus was off, so it actually came out to be 3 different contests we're going to have. We're going to do a custom dust jacket for this in a giveaway. We're going to do one for the Age of Apocalypse and its companion, and then we're going to do one for Claws. I don't know if it's the director's cut or the special edition, but the thicker version of that as well. So I will be doing a custom dust jacket for this in the continental US, and Roy will be taking Europe, but not all of Europe. He's kind of limited in what he can do. He will be taking entries from Germany, Austria, Switzerland, France, Spain, Czech Republic, Denmark, Italy, and the UK. Those are the places that can actually enter this contest. And stick around for the end, folks. I'll tell you how to enter. But for now, let's go ahead and take a look at the comparison, and then we'll move on to the custom dust jacket. So to be perfectly honest, we're going to start with the outer part of the book. The cover here, it's black. I like the design here. I like the spine. They did a really good job on it. And for me, you know, I like the collected covers, but it's not a bad reverse cover. This, I abhor white. White on books is absolutely a horrible idea. You know, you get dirt on it just as much as any other, but you notice it more on those white books. And it's really hard for me to keep them clean. I'm always washing my hands or something before I touch these books because I'm just afraid I'm going to get some nasty smudges on them. But I also, honestly, this art wasn't really doing it for me. I do like the blue on the spine, but for the context of the book, the red does pop a little better. Blue being my favorite color, so I do prefer the blue, but it does look better for this particular book. And then the back. Again, I prefer the original over this. It just didn't pop to me. I almost didn't even get the director's cut. And then I bought it thinking there was extra content in it, which technically there is. Now, as far as the story goes, it's all the same. All the same issues are in here. Everything is exactly the same. Let's get a top-down view of this, and we'll show you the differences. Alright, here's our side-by-side comparison. I already don't like the director's cut's art or it's the white cover. I think the original was much better. And coming in here, I do like the blue over the red, but for this book being what it is, I guess the red would be better. Let's move this a little bit. And we're just going to move over to the one book, and then I'll show you the differences here, because there's really not many. Aside from the red and blue choices, for this one, there's an introduction by Robert Rodriguez, and then it comes into the beginning scene. And for this one, it's a bit shorter. It's just a single page and gets right into the book. Now, all the page quality is the exact same. It's just as good on this as it is in the other one. They're both the same size, height-wise, width. This one's a little thicker, but that's really, it just boils down to the extras in the back. So let's just start here. This one has all these great extras. There's our afterword. All these great, wonderful extras they put in here, all these covers. Loving it. Went through all, I hate this one. This one just looks stupid. But they got a lot of great stuff and extra content in here. Amazingly enough, this cover, which is the one I went with, is not in the director's cut. I don't know why, but this cover and these two covers are not in the director's cut. I don't know why, but that's what's different about these, is that these 3 covers are not in the director's cut. Now on the director's cut side, get rid of this book here out of the way. The director's cut does have a lot more extras, but it's just missing those 3. So here's our cover gallery. But as you'll notice, those 3 are not in it. Got a lot of great covers, but those 3 were not mentioned. Now this is really the bulk of what's different. This is what's in the director's cut that's not in the other, is the development of The Last Ronin, which has notes, original story notes, some gear breakdowns, some concept designs. And it's got a really, if you're into this kind of stuff, this book is definitely for you. But if you're not, and you're just into like the cover gallery, the other one is perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with that. And to be perfectly honest, had I known the differences before I bought this, I probably would have just stuck with the original. But that's the real big differences. There's not a whole lot to show there. It's just basically the let me get back to it. It's basically just the cover gallery and the original story notes are what's different about the director's cut. Exact same story, same pages, same binding, everything else is perfect. But personally, if I had to choose between the 2 now, because I really don't care about the behind the scenes and the making of, I really would prefer to have all the collected covers. I would go with this one. Just my personal opinion. Let me know what you think in the comments. I want to hear about it. All right, let's get to our custom dust jacket, and we'll go ahead and get into our contest rules. Alright, now we've got that out of the way, we're going to go ahead and slide these over here a little bit. You're going to see the original, the director's cut. Now I went through all of these different covers trying to find something that would look good and that would pop and that would just be phenomenal for this book, because I'm a huge Turtles fan. I've been watching since back in the day, man. Ninja Rap was a thing when I was 12. TMNT holds a special place in my heart and my childhood. So this is just a great, powerful shot. And here's what we came up with. Probably the best cover in the entire series, in my opinion. Here, let me move these over a little bit more. But this cover just stood out to me. There was no other choice. There was hands down, this is it. This is what we went for. And I sent it to Roy, and he immediately got to work on it. And just phenomenal work on this book. Couldn't have asked for a better cover. Let's get a spine shot here really quick. We did reverse the colors from the original book. I just liked it better with the Ronin in red. Looked really good. And then of course there's our backs. And Roy got my collected covers on the back right here, as well as my Bad Wolf Comics logo. Always got to have that on my new custom dust jackets now. It's you know, Roy started a trend with me, and once I was found out that I could put my logo on my custom dust jackets, it was over. But that's our back. And that's it. Today we'll be trimming Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: The Last Ronin Director's Cut Custom Dust Jacket. TMNT The Last Ronin Director's Cut, custom dust jacket. Measurement guide. Once that's done, we just flip it over, slide it in, space it properly, seat it as high up as it'll go, and then fold from the bottom. For those of you that have been watching my videos for a while, you all should be pros at this by now. Find our spine line. Here at the page. There we go, the last Ronin. And that's our comparison and custom dust jacket for TMNT The Last Ronin. And as you all know, I get 90% of my books from Organic Price Books. For those of you that shop at Organic Price Books, don't forget to use the code BADWOLF during checkout for $2 off your order. And if you just can't get enough and you want a few great places to talk comics, come see me at the Bad Wolf Comics Facebook group. I can also be found lurking in the pages of the Omnibuds Cafe. It's a great place for like-minded folks in the collected condition community. I found they also do a buy and sell section there. I found a lot of books that I wouldn't normally have bought because the prices were just too high on eBay. But you get some great people there with some great prices. Check them out. I promise you won't be sorry. But stick around, true believers. Bad Wolf Comics has more to come. Now, as I said, Bad Wolf Comics is doing its very first giveaway, so for this week is going to be the TMNT Last Ronin for the Director's Cut only. I do not have dust jackets or an extra one for the standard. If you want one, you can contact Roy through the Bad Wolf Comics Facebook group or through Omnibuds Cafe, and he can get you one the proper size. So I will be doing the continental U.S. Sorry, Alaska and Hawaii. It's just too much to ship out there. Roy will be doing Europe, which includes Germany, Austria, Switzerland, France, Spain, Czech Republic, Denmark, Italy, and the UK. Now, the way to enter this contest is to comment on this video. I have a comment picker. It also will filter out doubles, so you can't enter more than once. So entering the word more than once is not going to help you. It will filter out any doubles, so don't worry about that. So the folks in the continental U.S. will use TMNT, all caps, no spaces. And in Germany, Austria, Switzerland, France, Spain, Czech Republic, Denmark, Italy, and the UK, you will comment Ronin, all caps, R-O-N-I-N. Now you have just under a week to enter this contest, folks. The winners will be picked on the 1st, and I'll go ahead and announce those winners on the 3rd with the drop of my custom dust jacket video for Age of Apocalypse, which will also be the kickoff of a new contest to get yourself a fresh set of custom dust jackets for the Age of Apocalypse and its companion. Stick around, true believers. I promise you're not going to want to miss this. Great things are coming. Don't forget to enter, and until then, I am the Bad Wolf. This is Bad Wolf Comics. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Ha 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 ha!